Yeah, there it is. Stand it up now. Alright, Clay. You good, man? You got him, Clay.
I got his
You
ass.
got his ass, did you?
Hell yeah, we did. Hell yeah, that's my two right there, son.
That's good in there, Papa.
Oh, damn. I got it. See if I can get him out of this shit. There you go, man.
Hold that dude up. Hey, your mama and them.
Oh, yeah.
Down here riding the camping boat. That's a bit here worth a damn. Damn, back there guarding them fish. We got a whole pile of fish down there. We done got some good in there, Papa. Got the noodles all sent up. We headed back and it is nothing but huge waves. This has been some waves. But we got them all.
Dang, y'all, I forgot to be videoing when he opened them. He just opened them, though. What you think? Ooh, I smell them from here, Clay.
Damn,
Ooh,
they smell good.
they look good, too, buddy. Let me see one of them. Look at this boot, y'all. Ooh, Clay. That's beautiful. Look at that, Clay.
I know, that's like alligator skin or something.
That is a beautiful. I mean, and it looks well made, too, don't it?
Yeah.
Y'all, look at those boots. That's
hell of a
beautiful.
pair, bro.
We got them for $99. Well, it's $111
Yeah.
with tax and everything. But Clay, those are some nice looking.
They are.
Callybug, you get back, babe.
I want me some.
Those are beautiful. Ooh, they smell heavenly, Clay.
Man, they smell good.
They just got back in from their fishing trip, y'all. Ooh, look at old Dan's red head. Did you get some sun?
Yeah.
I mean, they just walked in. Look, Callie's going, oh, I'm so happy. She cried, y'all, that first night. She cried. Get them crusty knees off my bed.
My knees ain't crusty. I
Look.
took a bath.
What's on your knees then, Dan?
Oh, that's a sore there.
Yeah, that's what he got.
They just got back from their fishing trip. They've been gone for about 4 days.
Oh, I might have squatted down.
Look at you. Trying to get crust in my bed.
How dare you?
I know Callie runs around on my bed, but y'all, I don't like a crusty bed. Callie, are you glad Papa's home? Are you glad he come home? Oh. You was missing him. You was missing him, huh? Yeah, I missed him. He says, my papa. Y'all look at her tail. She's like, oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. My papa's back. I'm so happy. Like she will lick on him till he makes her stop. Y'all, I'm sitting here cutting out mask, the Coach mask. Would you look at what my dumb ass just did? Like I have this piece, but I wanted to save this piece because it's got the little thing that you can't get off without tearing it, and then it'll leave a hole in the fabric and blah, 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 blah. So this is the piece I thought I would just cut Callie's harness out of, and then I could use these pieces as, you know, the straps, or anyway, whatever. I thought I could use this, or I was going to. I still think I'm going to. But the other side of the bag, I thought, okay, well, I will get her a harness and one mask out of this bag. I was so excited because this is my favorite bag. My dumbass sat here and cut two of the same piece. This one needed to have been flipped upside down. But I sat here and was like, you know, I was trying to lay it out in the best way I could to make sure I could get one. I cut the same piece. It's two of the same piece. So, do I take this This is not enough to flip this over and cut 2 pieces. Like, I got one right there, and then on the other one, I put it like this and got it like, you know, right there. Well, that thing is in the way. If I take it out, it's going to leave a hole. It's going to be right there on your jaw, which is pointless. It's going to be upside down. I looked. You can't turn that. What do I do, y'all? Oh, and y'all, that box right down there, that's my foam thing for this bench. I want to work on that. That is a really pretty jute rug for the front door, but I want to get my porch cleaned and repainted to put that out. I've got all of these masks made, but I've run out of elastic. Like, where's the one? I had some more elastic on hand, but I think it's too big. It's just too big, because, you know, this is what I've been using, is this size, and I think that size is much better than this. So I quit, and I've got 2 bolts of elastic coming. I've got all of these masks cut out. I've got some child size ones too. This is a child size, I think. Yeah, isn't that what this says? It's a small or child or something. Yeah, it's a small. This is a small mask. I got some made, but yeah, y'all, I can't believe I did that. I think I'll just do denim, 1/2 denim. I don't know what I'll do. Otherwise it's ruined, because I really don't want to cut this up. Like, I could only get one. Like, I could get this piece, but like I said, I couldn't get this piece because that's in the way. And so that, you know what I mean? I couldn't get 2 full masks, or I would just go, screw it, I'll get Callie a different one for a harness. But I couldn't get 2, you know? Okay, guys, that's how I ended up salvaging it. I took one of the scraps and I monogrammed a heart over on this side, and it's the Coach fabric on that side. I don't know, what do you think? I think it's cute. And then I lined it with this in case you get tired of this, and you know, you'll have that one to wear as well. So that's how I fixed it. What do you think? Y'all, I'm headed out to deliver some of these and put some in the mail. I'm sick of masks. I'm just telling it like it is. I am going to sit down and do another big batch, and then I think I'm going to quit, y'all. I've got some more Coach purses. One has already come and I've washed it. I'll have enough to do 1 more of these and 1 more of these. I can't remember if I showed you. I'll show you when I get back. And then I ordered, I think, 3 more purses to do, and then I'm gonna quit. I'm tired of masks. This is the elastic. Like, I had this elastic, that's what I was using, and I had this, and I didn't want to use it, but that's all I have. But I have a bolt ordered, so hopefully it'll come soon. But yeah, I'm tired of looking at masks. Y'all, I've got about 50 million errands to do today, and it is 95 degrees. I didn't realize that. It was chilly in my house because, you know, running the air conditioner, and I sit in front of a fan. So I should have left this little sweater, but it's just a vest. It don't have no sleeves or nothing in it. But you know me, I like to have a long duster thing on. I think it hides some booty or something. I don't know. Like, people don't know, can't guess how much butt's under there, but whatever. I got so much to do. I was going to take Clay and Callie and let Clay sit in the car. I just got to run in Walmart for a second and pick up some mailing envelopes to mail masks. And but I said, no, it'd be too hot. I can't let y'all, even with the air running. You know how unless you're going down the road, the air is not cold. So I need to do that. I got to go to the bank. I got to come back by the post office and mail some masks. I've got some, I think Aretha lives in Kansas. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look it up. I got some masks going to a high school friend who I think lives in Kansas. She lives in Missouri or Kansas. I'm not really sure where she lives. I've seen it, and she even sent me her address, but I didn't. My mind's bad, y'all. But got some going to her. I've got to get some to my brother and his wife. She's a principal of an elementary school, and so I want to send her some cute ones. But the bad part about it is it's hard to get your hands on fabric. Like, you just cannot. Like, I've ordered some elastic, and it's coming from Amazon. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I think it'll be here next week, which, I mean, I wish it was here now, but it's not. But you just cannot get your hands on it. Y'all, I went to Joann's the other day because I was wanting some more fabric and some elastic. Well, I knew I was, taking my chances on finding any elastic because nobody's got it. And I understand that maybe those women were in a bad, no. This one, it was, the rest of them were great. They were so sweet. But I asked, and I even worded it in a way, because I'm like, I know, like, we're, like, they've done curbside. Well, that day that I was there was the first day they were open back up to the public. But they had to, they were only letting 10 people in the store at a time. Well, they didn't open until 10, and so it was like 12, when I got there, 11:30 or 12 or something like that. So she hadn't been at work all day or whatever. So she hadn't been asked this question a million times. That's what I was trying to get at. I said, girl, I know y'all been asked this a million times, but do y'all have, and before I could get elastic out of my mouth, she went, no. And I said, oh, okay. I'm going, you don't even know what I want because you said no before I got elastic out of my mouth, but she guessed it. And then I said, do you buy, because I know they didn't have any like of the little packages or the little loose bundles with a little piece of paper. I'll spit on myself. The little loose bundles with paper around it. I realized that maybe she didn't have that, but I thought maybe, I said, do you possibly have any on the boat? Like, because I'll buy the whole boat. Before I could get that out of my mouth, she went, no. I'm like, good God, lady. Okay. I could understand if I was asking you in a mean sort of way, but damn. Anyway, she was having a rough day that day, and I was just like, oh, okay, thank you so much for helping me. I want to go, you old mean cow. But anyway, she was in a bad mood or whatever. Got some ish going on in her life. But I ordered some off of Amazon. Like, y'all, when I first saw it, it was about $14 a bolt. And at the time, I thought, oh, no, I've got plenty. I didn't realize that what I had stashed back was wider than what I was working with. And so I didn't order it. Well, then the next time I went on to look at it, it was $75 a bolt. And I was like, what in the heck? But then when I went back on to order, it was back down to like 15-ish or something like that. So I guess they keep people from charging too much. You know what I mean? Like, because I know on this one app, I guess you call it, that I'm on, like when there's a purse or something on there that looks like it's too good to be true, you click on it and it goes, oops, sorry, not available. I believe that website goes and pulls all that mess down, like when people are trying to sell fakes, and make money. But that's just my guess. Anyway, let me get in here and get some mailers and get all this stuff going. I think I did a clip earlier where I said I'm going to sit down one more time, I think, and make up one more batch of masks. I know I've said to a couple of y'all here on my YouTube channel that you could buy one from me, and you can. It's just, y'all, I had the cake to do, and I videoed the cake, and then I had to edit that video and get that video up, and I've made a ton of masks for people that are going out. It's so busy. I'm sorry, I just don't have time to run my life, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know how people do that, because I'm not that lady. Maybe back in the good old days I could have run it all, but at the moment I'm having trouble keeping up. And let's not talk about how much weight I've gained, y'all. I hadn't been on a scale. I don't know when the last time I went back on my low carb, whenever that was the last time I weighed. I have not weighed again, and I'm scared to know, because Big Mama is now become Big Mama. I gotta do better. Not even better. I just gotta do something, because I haven't been doing nothing, and it shows. My big old butt's getting swelled up. My ass getting fatter and fatter every day. Y'all, these glasses are so scratched I can hardly see out of them. Well, the ones Kim sent me, they were way too wide for my head. Like, they were just way too wide. So I had, easily, I thought, tried to, make them a little less wide. Well, I broke them. But I put them back together and wore them for a while, another month or two. And I guess maybe the heat in the car, made them break again. So I'm going to try one more thing to put them back together. But yeah, I hate it that I broke them. But I got to get me some more. And y'all, here's a truck with a pot leaf wrap on the truck. I wonder what he's, I wonder where he's peddling his business. Jesus, this light is so long. Y'all, the other day, me and Clay were running to Walmart to get groceries, and this girl pulled out like she never looked. We were on this inside lane, and she was pulling out of a business. She just came right on out. She didn't look. It was two girls and a back seat full of kids. So I'm kind of going, girlfriend had her head, in the clouds with all them kids. Is probably what it was. She came out. Well, I was going, like, whatever the speed limit was through there. I'm not even sure. I don't know. She pulls out, and I have to stop. Like, I literally I felt like I was standing up in my seat right here, because I was pushing the brakes so hard. I mean, my car went, you know how, like, the wheels had locked up, but we were scooting down the road to keep from hitting that girl. And the only reason I could keep from hitting her, because, like, in my mind, I'd already said, oh shit, here we go, me and Clay's just have to go to the hospital, because I just knew we were going to hit her. There was no way I could get out of wrecking with this car. I was able to, there was a truck getting into the turning lane coming from the other direction. So when my brain first thought, I'm like, I have nowhere to go. That truck's getting in the turning lane. What the hell am I, yeah, it happens so fast. You don't have, like, all that ran through my mind in like a half a split second. And thankfully, he was paying attention, and he veered back out of the turning lane to let me have the turning lane to keep from hitting that girl. And do you know, that heifer never looked up? Never. I mean, because I followed her the whole way on down the road to here to Walmart. Never looked up, never, like, waved and was like, oh, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I've done it. I've done it to that degree. But why not? I mean, I was like, oh my God. The other girl in the car that was in the car with her, because I looked at him. I got into the turn lane to come here to Walmart, and they kept going. Well, I was looking at him like this. The other girl on the other side gave me the most hateful look, and I was like, bitch, I didn't pull out in front of nobody. That was you. And I honked, at her. I was just trying to get your attention so you would get back over, so we wouldn't run together, but whatever. Yeah, it scared I almost had to turn and go back home. Like, my heart was beating out of my chest. I have no idea. I had already in my mind went, okay, this is it. Me and Claire just have to go to the hospital, because I just knew we were going to hit her. It was so close, so close. Anyway, let me get in here in Walmart. Oh, I'm at the bank sitting in line now. I'm about to go home and pull this thing off. This is too much. This is too much. Big Mama is done busted a sweat. We got our stimulus check yesterday, I think. Day before yesterday. I don't remember when it was. Anyway, I came to put it in the bank. Now, everything I deposit, I just put FDO and our account number on the back, which means for deposit only. And then, oh, this sun is shining on these black leggings, about to fry my big ham off. Let me turn this down. Y'all probably can't hear, but did this lady come to, like, I can't stand when people get in line, y'all, at the drive-thru and then take 52 forevers. Do that mess before you get to the window. I mean, or sit over there and do it. Why you got to sit here and block everybody? I don't take all day. I don't do that. I thought I did. I came here yesterday, like I said, with my little FDO on the back of the check, and it's made out to me and Dan. And so the girl sent it back, and she said, y'all are both going to have to sign it. And I said, really? I said, that's the way I deposit everything. And she said, it's made out to both of y'all, so y'all both have to sign it. And I said, but I'm not trying to cash it. I'm just trying to put it in our bank. And you can see that the account has both of those names on it. She said, we still have to have both of you sign it. And I said, okay. So she put it back out through the thing on the clipboard with the pen. And I took it off. And I know she thought, well, you're just being nasty. She thought Clay was Dan. And I said, my husband's not with me. I'll have to go get him to sign it. Yeah, would y'all have thought that? I mean, I thought, because that's the way I do everything. Dan, we never sign our names to a check. Ever. But, yeah, we never sign our names on a check anymore. I just put FDO on there. And that, because, it matches it, and they've never said, no, you're going to have to sign it. Even when I was going to say even when I get money back. That's not true, because when you put FDO, you don't get money back. It's for deposit only. So, yeah, I was like, okay, whatever, give it back to me. And, yeah, but when I took it, she was like, she thought I was being mean. And I said, that's not my husband. And she said, excuse me? And I said, this is not Dan. I got to go get Dan to sign it if you want both of us to sign it. And she said, oh, okay. She assumed, yeah, she thought I was trying to be shady, I think. No, we try to follow the rules, and the rules only make it hard for people that try to follow the rules. If you're not a rule follower, I don't see. People would have got Clay to sign it for Dan. No, that's not us, y'all. Speaking of rule followers, Clay is something else. Like there's been a time or two when we would forget to, like if we had the drinks under or water, whatever, under the buggy. We would forget to check it. If we did and we got to the car and Clay realized that we had forgot to check it, y'all, he would get so upset. Like, he could not stand it until we ran our little selves back in there and paid for whatever it was we'd come out of there without paying for. He is something that, bless his heart. But that's the way I want him to be. I want him to be that way. I don't want him to try to take something that ain't his. But yeah, it's almost it kind of makes me, I don't know, it don't make me sad. It makes me a little, I don't know what you'd call it. It makes me that it upsets him so much. I hate that because it's no big deal. We just accidentally did it. But to him, it's a big deal. One time, y'all, Dan and Clay had gone to Walmart to get our groceries or some groceries or whatever. And they went in there and they just got like, not a full buggy, but a good buggy full of stuff. And y'all, this is Dan. Dan operates in the clouds every single day of his life. I mean, and trust me, it's been a huge point of contention between us because that's hard. But yeah, they got them a buggy full of groceries, and Dan just starts to the car with them. They get about halfway to the car, and Clay said, Dad, aren't you going to check them out? Dan was like, oh my God. Y'all, he just walked. And didn't nobody say anything. Can you believe that? Dan was just to steal him a whole buggy load of groceries. Don't you know they thought he had done lost his mind when he come back in with the buggy load and went over there to the checker to check him out? That's Dan. His head is in the clouds. Well, that's not what I say. I say it's up his behind all day, every day. He's always wanted me to be his secretary. I can't be Dan's secretary. Y'all, I cannot. I'm not going to. We do not work well together, period. I'm that person, like, I can tell you, in my cake shop, I could be laying in my bed, and you ask me where something is, I could tell you it's on the left, third drawer down, on the right side of the drawer. That's me. I know where everything is at. I know. I'm OCD. I know that. And Dan is ADD. He don't know where shit's at. And he could have just had it. He could have been holding it 5 seconds ago. But in this 5 seconds, he don't know where it's at. So, and he changes his mind, y'all. It's that ADD. He changes his mind 5,000 times a day. I can't do that. I can't call somebody and tell them you're coming or you're going to do this job. No. And then you go, no. I'm going to go do this one. And then I got to call him back and tell him, no, he's not going to. No, I'm not doing it, y'all. He don't keep up with anything. Like, when you need, y'all, it's a mess. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Let me get in here and get my Clayman and Callybug, and we'll ride over to get Medicine Field. See, Dan went yesterday to get our medicine filled. He told me, I need medicine. So, in my mind, I go, okay, he needs Zoloft. I text the girl that works over there, and I said, hey, Dan needs a Zoloft refill, and he'll be by there later today to pick it up. She said, okay. Then she texted me back and said, he don't have one. You'll have to fax the doctor or something like that. She said it may be faster if you call them. Well, they're not open right now. They're doing virtual things. So I just emailed him and said, hey, Dan needs a refill. We have an appointment. Me and him both go the 6th of June. And so, yeah, he just needed one until we can get to the appointment on the 6th of June. So he goes by and gets the medicine and comes back last night and he goes, I didn't need Zoloft. I needed Adderall. What? He had it, I don't know how long. And I asked him, said, this is another reason why I can't deal with Dan. Why have you been out of it for so long? I could tell, y'all, he's been on my last ever loving nerve. He just said hadn't got it filled or hadn't got, I don't know what he said, y'all. Wasn't listening. I quit listening. So yeah, I had to call today and get some different medicine, and now I'm going to get that medicine because he's crazy. All right, I picked up my Cali bug and my Clayman. How's your day going, Clay? Good. How's things been lately? Good. You hadn't been on the vlog in a while. Get on here, man.
I'm gonna get the boat ready.
Oh yeah, Clay bought him a boat, y'all.
$200, you can't beat that.
That's right. Him and Dan, what job did? Yeah, it don't matter. They went and did a job, and they didn't charge the man for the job, and then Clay paid $200 in cash.
That's a steal.
I hear you, man. And a boat, and a trailer, and a motor.
And the motor, all together.
The man was just, Dan said he was so sweet. And so they've been, did y'all sand the trailer down?
Mm-hmm.
They sanded it, and they're painting it black and red, like the Razorbacks. We love the Razorbacks, don't we? So, Callie, you got your little chubby butt all up under my arm or something. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, look at that dog looking at her.
Look,
look.
I see that.
He says, hey. Look, Callie. Look, say, hey, dog friend. Hey. Y'all, there was a dog in the next car, and he was like, hey, that's a cute little dog. Wasn't he, Callie? He was looking at Miss Callie. Was he trying to get a boyfriend? But yeah, Clay got him a boat. I was talking about our stimulus check. We just got one like yesterday or whatever, and Clay still hasn't gotten one. So, Lord, I got it, man. Hold on. Clay trying to run my show. He's trying to run my show, no. Man. But yeah, he got him a boat. Oh, y'all, did we show him your? I think I might have showed him. I think I filmed a little clip of his new boots. He bought him some new boots too. But yeah, we got to find out why Clayman hadn't got a stimulus.
Yeah, we got the motor, boat, and trailer for $200.
Motor, boat, and trailer. Well, it was more than $200, but because Daddy didn't charge him for the job, and then y'all put some cash with it.
That's a steal.
I hear you, man.
Somebody offered $1,200 for it.
I see, yeah.
Somebody said you can't find no one for that price.
Well, you did good, huh?
Oh, no doubt.
Clay feels like since he gave the man $200 in cash, he got a boat for $200.
You can't buy a boat like that anywhere.
I hear you, man. You did good.
If you want Bass Pro Shop, it'd be about $6,500.
Really?
That's what they charge. Boats are expensive. Well, turn already. You gonna make
Amen. Good God Almighty, come on.
That's how it was when we were leaving from going home from Arkansas.
Clay, why is it so hot?
I don't know.
It just like went bam and got really hot, didn't it?
Everybody and their brothers decided to start turning on the way home.
Ooh, we got us some road rage. We got us some living room rage. We got it all. We get pissed off everywhere we at. Oh, man.
I know it.
We just got some rage. Y'all. Clay, what was we just talking about?
Oh, what were you talking about?
I said something about somebody having something in the yard. What was we talking about?
You were talking about Daddy having something,
No, something else came up, and I said, no, Clay said, that woman thought she could write Daddy a letter and tell him to clean the yard up. I said, she didn't think she could. She did. She wrote him a letter, and she made him clean the yard up. But I ain't mad about it. I'm kind of glad. And I said, she's fixing to do it again, because he done got all that stuff. I said, Clay, he done Fred Sanford the shit out of my front yard again, hadn't he? Mm-hmm. He's got it full of, yeah, I don't know where I know I sound like I'm always ragging Dan. I mean, I'm not, it does get on my nerves, but anyway, I have said something to him about it. He wants to act like he, gets these ass eatings of all ass eatings. And I said, if you got a good ass eating, you wouldn't be making this mess in my yard again. You obviously haven't gotten in trouble bad enough to make you want to not do it again. Because, y'all, here it is. This next month, June the 9th, 40 years, y'all. 40 years. And he's still doing the same old tired shit he was doing 39 years ago. Same shit today. So he ain't gonna stop. And obviously I don't get on like I joke about it, and I have thrown a fit. I'm not gonna lie. I've cussed up a Blue Street and thrown a fit and thrown stuff and you name it, and I've done it. Back in the day, y'all, I can only imagine what it was like to live with me. I'm nothing now like I was back then. I was one hot-headed heifer. And anyway, but it didn't matter. It didn't stop him from doing nothing. He's done everything he's ever wanted, because I've said this about our daughter. Her reasoning was, this is what I used to say in her head. This is what she's saying. I really want to do it. Mama's only going to whoop me, so I'm doing it anyway. Because to her, whooping wasn't nothing. And, yeah, like, I don't know. Dan's the same way. He goes, she's only going to gripe about it. And I don't care. I'll just wait till she gets over it and, whatever. He's done everything he's wanted to do. But y'all, I don't know how in the crap one man manages to make such a mess. I mean, like, the yard was clean after the city sent us that letter saying, they were going to start fining us if we didn't clean the yard up. Y'all, that to me is, like, so embarrassing. Like, before I hurt myself and couldn't tend to my own yard, I was the one that I mowed the yard, tended the whole outside. This was my philosophy, and it was wrong. I shouldn't have thought this way. Like, when I was staying at home with the kids, I felt like because Dan had a job, outside the house, that made every other job mine, like grocery buying, tending to the kids, cleaning the house. I took everything that wasn't his job. Like, he would go work and then come home. Everything else was my job, because, I felt like because I didn't work outside the house. Anyway, that was wrong. I shouldn't have felt that way. But I spoiled Dan. He is spoiled rotten. The man has, y'all, this is how spoiled Dan is. When I made him move out, I went and found him a little house. I went and painted the bathroom and the kitchen, I believe. I know I painted the bathroom, but I think I painted the kitchen too, and moved all his stuff over there. I said, now go live over there. That's how spoiled Dan is. And now I'm not saying Dan, hasn't worked hard in his life. Dan's worked hard, but he's spoiled rotten. He washed clothes. He didn't mow our yard. He does now because I can't no more. But yeah, the whole time I was 9 months pregnant with Clay. I was about 8 months pregnant because Clay was born in December, and that's winter in Arkansas and Texas. You can still mow your yard all the way up to December, but so I was like 9 months pregnant mowing the yard, 8 months pregnant with Clay mowing the yard, so with a push mower. So yeah, Dan is spoiled rotten, but I don't know how one man can make such a damn mess. It went from the yard was completely clean. Now there's like 2 trailers, a boat, and just stacks of crap. And he thinks because he lays the old tarp over it, somehow that makes it better. That don't make it no better. It's just a pile of shit under a tarp. You know, so, and I've told him, if you don't clean that mess up, she's going to write you another letter. And, yeah, I don't care. But she can write him one for all I care, because she's the only one that can get my yard cleaned up. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, we done got his old crazy self his medicine bought, and we're back at the house. It's hot as all get out, and I stopped, and we got some onion rings, and I ate a few, and I'm going to give the rest of them to Dan. But, yeah, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to get up in here. I'm going to make a few more. I probably won't make no more masks today. I'll probably wait and get up in the morning and sew masks. But that's it for us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going to leave y'all. We'll see you next time.
See ya.